You've felt it, haven't you? The atmosphere around you has shifted, quiet but undeniable. There's been a strange stirring in your spirit lately, a heaviness that feels almost sacred, as if heaven itself has been trying to get your attention. That's not anxiety, that's not imagination, that's activation. Something in the unseen is moving, and your name has been called. This isn't just another video scrolling across your screen. This is a divine summons, a message sent on purpose, in perfect timing, to reach you right where you are. You didn't stumble here by accident, you were guided here by design. Heaven has moved your name to the top of the list because the time for divine intervention has come. For too long, you've walked through silence that felt like abandonment, through seasons that stripped away everything familiar. But that silence wasn't punishment, it was strategy. Every delay, every rejection, every night you cried out wondering if God still saw you, was preparation for what's unfolding now. You were hidden, not forgotten. You were being refined, not rejected. You were being prepared for this moment. Heaven has been whispering your name in rooms you've never entered and aligning doors you can't yet see. The spiritual realm is in motion, and the angels assigned to your destiny have taken position. The time for confusion and wandering is over. God is saying, prepare because I am intervening. And when God moves, nothing remains the same. So stay with me. Don't scroll. What you're about to hear could confirm what your spirit has already been sensing, that the pressure you felt isn't destruction, it's birth. The storm you've endured isn't breaking you, it's revealing you. You are not ordinary. You are one of God's chosen ones, called, set apart, and equipped for a purpose that's bigger than your pain. And while this journey has often felt lonely, you are not alone. Across nations and time zones, countless chosen ones are awakening right now, feeling this same divine stirring. Together, we are a community of light, walking through transformation, carrying the fire of purpose that refuses to be extinguished. Even if no one else understands, heaven does. Your obedience, your faith, your quiet resilience have been seen, recorded, and honored. To everyone watching, whether you've prayed, shared, commented, or simply listened in silence, thank you. You are part of this movement. You are helping awaken souls across the earth. Your isolation wasn't a loss. It was an invitation to deeper intimacy with God. And now, I want to tell you something clearly. Don't just listen, respond. Say yes in your spirit. Heaven is waiting for your agreement. Because when you align your heart with what God is doing, breakthrough follows. Now, take a deep breath. Let your heart open. Something sacred is happening. Heaven is not silent. The throne room is stirred. So, before we go deeper into what heaven is revealing in this hour, ask yourself this. What if everything that's been falling apart was actually heaven falling into place? Because this is not coincidence, it's confirmation. The time has come, chosen one. Get ready for divine intervention. God's chosen ones, the time has come. Get ready for a divine intervention. Right now, beyond your sight, things are moving not randomly, but rhythmically, like constellations shifting at the sound of heaven's breath. Invisible threads are aligning, weaving your name into places your feet haven't yet touched. Conversations are unfolding in silence. Papers are being signed in your absence, and doors are creaking open in rooms you've only dreamed of entering. Yet your name is there, vibrating across timelines, written in ink that cannot fade, because it was signed in divine intent, not human permission. You, the chosen one, are not being forgotten. You are being positioned. Every delay has been calibration, not denial. Every rejection, a redirection. Every silence, an incubation. Behind closed doors, the divine choreography continues, and heaven's whisper is growing louder. Now, the Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He rejoices over you with singing, Zephaniah 3:17. But his song is not a lullaby, it is a war cry wrapped in melody, a holy sound that calls back the fragments of your spirit. It shakes the ground beneath deception, declaring, no more manipulation, no more hidden warfare where your soul fought unseen. Heaven is issuing a divine arrest, not against you, but for you. When truth rises, it doesn't whisper, it roars. It echoes through every false prophecy spoken against you and every distorted narrative that tried to define your worth. The lies that once buried you are now suffocating under the weight of revelation. Truth has its own gravity. It cannot stay underground, and when it surfaces, it will not ask for permission to shine. This is not your fall, chosen one. This is your rise. Remember Joseph cast into the pit by his brothers, chained in darkness by those who feared his light. Yet the prison became his passageway to the palace. The dungeon was never a delay, it was the divine detour. What was meant to silence him became the very stage for his unveiling. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good. Genesis 50-20. And now, your story mirrors his. The false accusations, the isolation, the strange timing, all of it has been preparation for the public unfolding of God's justice. His mercy is not passive, it is kinetic, alive, moving like a river of fire through your veins. It burns away the residue of shame and writes new inscriptions on your destiny. Have you ever felt heaven tremble for you? When divine intervention stirs, the spiritual atmosphere quakes, the unseen realm shifts, the architecture of your reality begins to reorder itself. Angels are already in motion. They do not march in silence. You can almost sense it, the weight in the air, the pressure before the breakthrough. Heaven's army is not passive. The commander of light stands beside you, sword of fire in hand, cutting every tether of accusation, every invisible chain that dared to hold your anointing hostage. You are not forgotten. You are not erased. You are called. There is a reason your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered. Divine remembrance has no expiration. While you wept in secret, angels took notes. Every sleepless night, every invisible battle catalogued in heaven's archives. Psalm 56-8 says, "You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book." Those tears were never wasted. They became currency for your elevation. What's coming is not punishment, it's restoration. Not payback, but payoff. You will not be remembered for what broke you, but for how God rebuilt you. You are walking proof that redemption still breathes. Do you feel it, the strange peace that lives beneath the chaos, as if something inside you already knows it's over? That's not delusion, that's recognition. Your spirit has already seen the outcome. Heaven is not improvising, it's unveiling. And yes, the shaking will continue. But remember what physicists say about resonance. When two frequencies align, they amplify each other. This is what's happening now. Your spiritual frequency is aligning with heaven's vibration. The tremors you feel are resonance, not resistance. The shaking isn't destruction, it's synchronization. The Italian painter Caravaggio once said that the light must enter through the wound. You, too, are being illuminated through your brokenness. The very cracks that once embarrassed you are now the openings where glory seeps through. And like a cathedral built over centuries, your life is sacred architecture. Each stone, pain, delay, betrayal has been placed with precision. The arches of your endurance rise toward heaven, carrying the echoes of every whispered prayer. When the light finally enters through the stained glass of your trials, the colors will tell a story the darkness could never silence. Have you ever noticed how a symphony doesn't begin with harmony, but with tuning? The violinist adjusts the strings, the oboist exhales softly, small, uncertain sounds that precede the masterpiece. That's where you've been. The tuning stage. Every discordant moment was preparing you for divine harmony. When God raises the baton, everything that sounded like noise will become part of the music. Scripture says in Isaiah 61:3 that God gives beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, and a garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. You've worn heaviness long enough. The exchange has begun. The ashes of what you lost are becoming soil for what's about to bloom. In one of his homilies, Pope Benedict XVI reflected that faith is not a light that scatters all darkness, but a lamp that guides us through it. Perhaps that's why you've walked through shadows, not because you were abandoned, but because your faith was learning how to glow without confirmation. Now heaven is confirming what your heart has known all along. You were never late, you were always becoming. As the storm clears, peace descends not as silence, but as clarity. You will start to see why the waiting mattered, why certain doors had to remain closed until you became the version of yourself that could walk through them without shrinking. Those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. Psalm 126:5. And the song that heaven sings over you will echo through every corner of your new beginning. The intervention has already begun. The plans written against you are being rewritten for you. The same voices that once doubted your call will soon testify to your endurance. You are stepping into vindication, not as a reaction to pain, but as the reward of divine orchestration. And when it happens, remember it wasn't your strength that carried you here. It was grace, steady and unyielding. So, to you, God's chosen one, the time has come. You are walking into the unveiling of all that heaven promised. The unseen is becoming visible. The whispered prophecy is becoming tangible. And as this truth lands in your spirit, may you feel that deep, wordless peace, the kind that silences striving, the kind that says, "Be still." You've arrived. If this message has found your heart tonight, share your story in the comments below. Somewhere, another chosen one is waiting to see that they are not alone. The very people who thought they could write your ending will stand still as God writes a new beginning before their eyes, not behind their backs. What they thought would close your story will become the very moment heaven opens it. For it is written, "I will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. I will anoint your head with oil, your cup will overflow." Psalm 23:5. This is not poetic comfort, it is a divine announcement. The table has been set, the oil is already flowing, and your cup, though it has known emptiness, will soon spill over with redemption. Do you feel it? That subtle trembling in your chest, that quickening pulse that you can't quite name? That's not anxiety, that's recognition. Your soul knows something holy is unfolding. Your heart is awakening to a sound too ancient for language, the cry of heaven, not of sorrow but of summoning. God is not distant. He is near, so near that his tears fall at your feet, watering the very ground where you will rise again. This is more than restoration. It is redemption with power, and it is not just about you. Have you ever wondered why your pain seems to echo louder just before peace arrives? Maybe the echo isn't torment, it's the final vibration before release. What God is doing in your life will ripple into the lives of others. Your testimony will become a torch, your story, a key that unlocks chains in others. You will not be known by what tried to hold you down, but by the fire inside you that refused to be extinguished. This is your moment of divine reversal. Stay awake, stay aware. Heaven is roaring, and its roar is not weakness, it is war. It is the voice of God in motion. And you, chosen one, are about to walk through the storm you once feared and come out carrying a story that silences doubt and shouts his glory. This is not the end. This is proof that God still fights for his own. When heaven responds, something breaks open in the unseen. It is not ordinary, it is not subtle, it is not a whisper. It is a roar from the throne room of God, shaking what cannot stand and lifting what was buried. And right now, heaven is crying for you. But these are not tears of despair. They are tears of intervention, of urgency, of divine recalibration. You did not stumble upon this moment by chance. You were summoned. You were pulled here because heaven needed you to know that your name is being spoken in glory, not in shame. Have you felt that sudden stillness lately, the kind that feels almost sacred? Perhaps it's not emptiness at all, but the pause before heaven speaks your next chapter. What you thought was a breakdown was actually a breakthrough. What looked like judgment was preparation. What felt like silence was God's protection while He worked behind the scenes. Every unanswered prayer was not rejection but redirection. Every closed door was mercy in disguise. You see, the pain you endured was not a punishment. It was proof that you were being chosen for something higher. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. Proverbs 15:3. Nothing that was done against you escaped His sight. Every whisper, every manipulation, every secret plot was noted, weighed, and answered. The arrest that is unfolding is not yours. It is for the darkness that tried to cage your light. It is for the false stories that were whispered when you weren't in the room, for the quiet campaigns designed to diminish your name. God has seen it all, and now He says, enough. When heaven moves, it's not the tears of a distant deity. It's the fierce sob of a father who refuses to watch his child buried under injustice. These are not passive tears. They are tears that command angels into motion. They fall like liquid fire upon the earth, marking a shift in the spirit realm. Right now, chains are breaking. Systems that were built to hide the truth are collapsing. Invisible cages are shattering because God will not allow you to be silenced. He will not let your name be reduced to a lie. He will not let your voice be erased. But let justice roll on like a river, righteousness like a never-failing stream. Amos 5:24. This is the sound of divine justice, rolling, roaring, unstoppable. You have carried away questions you could not answer, accusations you could not fight, decisions made without your presence, rooms where your name was mentioned but your voice was excluded. Yet heaven was in every room. God heard every word, every sentence laced with deceit, and now He is bringing it all into the light, not to shame you, but to vindicate you. This is not a divine punishment, it is divine proof. The scales are being rebalanced, the narrative rewritten. Have you noticed how, in astronomy, the light of certain stars reaches Earth years after they've already died? Their brilliance still travels, still glows, still declares their existence. You are that kind of light. Even when you thought you were finished, your radiance kept moving through time, carrying your destiny forward. Heaven has not forgotten your coordinates. The divine telescope never lost sight of you. When did you last allow yourself to believe that your light still matters? Could it be that your radiance has been guiding others, even when you couldn't see it yourself? The philosopher Kierkegaard once wrote that faith sees best in the dark. Maybe that's why your night was so long, not because God abandoned you, but because your faith was learning how to see without proof. The silence was your training ground, the stillness, your sanctification. You were never lost, you were being refined. Think of Beethoven composing his greatest symphonies after he lost his hearing. What he could no longer hear with his ears, he began to feel through vibration. That's what is happening to you now. You are no longer waiting for external confirmation. You are feeling heaven's frequency inside your chest. That trembling is the same rhythm that angels march to. Do you realize how powerful that is? The very storms that tried to drown you are now learning your name. The same winds that once broke your peace will carry your message across the nations. For what the enemy intended for evil, God is now using for revelation. You are not being reduced. You are being refined into resonance with heaven's tone. And as justice rolls in, mercy follows. It's not a clean sweep of vengeance, it's a sacred equilibrium. God is not only exposing what was wrong, He is rebuilding what was right. This is a divine reversal. The tears that watered your pain are now feeding the roots of your purpose. Your life is becoming a psalm in motion. Every verse of suffering is turning into melody. Every silence is becoming a rest in the symphony. Every scar is a line of poetry only heaven could write. You are the living evidence that grace is not an abstract concept. It is a force that reorders reality. So don't shrink back when the roar begins. Don't confuse the trembling for terror. The shaking you feel is not collapse, it's construction. Heaven is building something new out of the ruins. The old storylines are closing, new ones are being scripted with your name etched into every page. And soon, those who thought they could silence you will witness the sound of your resurrection. What they meant for humiliation will become your unveiling. What they whispered in shadows will become your testimony in the light. This is the justice of God, not revenge, but revelation. You were never disqualified. You were hidden until the appointed time. And now that time has come. The earth is responding to heaven's decree. The air itself feels different, denser, charged, holy. Angels are moving, voices are aligning, and your spirit is catching the sound of its own liberation. You are stepping into the moment creation has been waiting for. The creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. Romans 8:19. This is that unveiling. So, chosen one, lift your eyes. You are walking out of accusation and into anointing. The divine arrest is not your fall, it's your rise. God is locking up what tried to hold you down and unlocking what's been waiting for you. Heaven's cry is not weakness, it is warfare. It is the sound of divine justice declaring to the forces of darkness, you've gone far enough. And as heaven moves, peace follows, not the peace of escape, but the peace of arrival. The storm is not the end, it's the stage for your revelation. You were not abandoned, you were prepared. Not broken, built. And soon, the story they wrote about you will fade, while the one heaven authored will begin to speak. If these words have reached you, you were meant to hear them. Share your testimony, your breakthrough, your story of endurance, because someone else, somewhere, is still waiting to believe that God still fights for his own. And standing in the thick of this spiritual battle is Archangel Michael. His wings stretch wide, his sword burns like liquid fire, his stance unshaken. He isn't simply watching, he's warring. Every lie spoken against you is being cut down, every curse reversed, every plot exposed under the flame of his command. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Psalm 91:11. You've been watched, underestimated, overlooked, but you've also been anointed, chosen, and marked by heaven. This moment found you for a reason. Because the silence has expired, the confusion has run its course. Now comes the season of justice, clarity, and release. There's a reason you survived what others didn't. There's a reason the enemy worked so hard to isolate you, to make you question your worth, to whisper that you were forgotten. If you ever grasped the truth of who you are in the eyes of heaven, you would become unstoppable, and that's precisely what's happening right now. Have you felt that subtle surge lately, that electric pull towards something greater than your comprehension? Maybe it isn't anxiety, it's your spirit remembering what power feels like. God is watering the very ground where your enemies thought they'd bury you, but instead of fading into obscurity, you're about to bloom in full view. They will fight against you, but will not overcome you, for I am with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord. Jeremiah 1:19. You were never meant to live small, to shrink under the weight of false stories. What tried to confine you is now collapsing beneath divine justice. God isn't merely stepping in, he's taking over. Everything is shifting. The tables are turning, and when this divine arrest unfolds, you won't just survive it, you'll shine through it. And it won't be your voice alone that tells the story. It will be the undeniable evidence that when God speaks, no force in hell can reverse his decree. When God cries, hell trembles. These are not the tears of weakness, they are the signals of heaven's warfare. Heaven is not weeping in pity, it's weeping in power. These are the tears that call angels into formation, the tears that mark the beginning of a new command. Have you ever wondered what it means when heaven weeps? Could it be that divine tears are the language of mercy written across the battlefield? That what feels like breaking is actually birthing? God's tears are falling for you, not in fear for your future, but in love for what you're about to walk into. A love so fierce, so consuming, that it refuses to let you miss your turning point. You are too vital to be lost, too chosen to be discarded, too anointed to be erased. So don't mistake the shaking for destruction. It's not collapse, it's delivery. Don't confuse the tears with grief. They're birthing something new. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19. You were meant to hear this now, with your heart cracked open and your spirit awake, not because you're broken, but because you're ready. Ready to be vindicated, ready to be remembered, ready to rise. This is the moment heaven cried for you and turned everything in your favor. You don't even realize how close your name has come to power. While you've been walking through ordinary days, your name has been whispered in extraordinary places, not in secret halls of gossip, but in the throne room of justice. It's been spoken in rooms where decisions were made without your presence, but not without your impact. Do you realize that your absence doesn't mean irrelevance? Sometimes heaven hides you, not to exclude you, but to elevate you beyond the reach of small minds. You haven't been forgotten, you've been observed, watched, guarded. Every moment of silence was divine surveillance. And now, heaven has something to say, not the distorted version of your story shaped by whispers and manipulation, but heaven's version, written in truth and fire. You were handpicked to hear it because the unveiling has begun. Don't move. Stay right here. The ground beneath you is about to shift. What's coming is not a person's intervention, it's a system's undoing. The spirit that has oppressed you is being confronted. The darkness that's held your name hostage is being summoned to judgment. And here lies the miracle. Your name is tied to the breakthrough, not in shame, but in glory. Not in accusation, but in vindication. The hands that reached to pull you down are now bound. The tongues that twisted your words are falling silent. The intentions that sought to harm you are being exposed under divine light. Because God the Father is not standing by quietly. He's moving, He's crying, and His tears are not weakness, they are the divine signal that a holy reversal is already unfolding. You do not realize now what I am doing, Jesus said, but later you will understand. John 13:7. This is that later. The moment when what was hidden comes into full view, when your life becomes the stage where truth speaks louder than deception. Have you noticed how earthquakes begin deep underground silent shifts of pressure before the surface ever cracks? That's what's happening now in the spiritual realm. The tension you feel isn't chaos, it's alignment. God is rearranging everything that was set against you. The sound you hear in your soul is the sound of chains breaking, of records being rewritten, of judgments overturned in favor of justice. Think of light refracting through glass. When it passes through, it bends, but it doesn't break. You are that beam, bent, yes, pressed, yes, but not broken. Through the refraction of your trials, heaven's light is scattering in new directions, more colors, more radiance, more reach. The enemy thought your pain would diminish you, but it has only amplified the spectrum of your purpose. In an ancient Greek tragedy, it was said that the gods weep not from sorrow, but from recognition, that moment when they see destiny unfold exactly as it must. That's the kind of weeping heaven is doing now. Recognition, fulfillment, the realization that the appointed time has arrived. You are stepping into your divine later. The story is no longer about what you lost, but about what's being restored in public view. The hands that wrote lies are trembling. The eyes that mocked are watching in silence. This is the hour of exposure and elevation. So, child of light, lift your head. You are standing in the turning of justice. Heaven has declared it, the earth is echoing it, and your spirit is beginning to feel the resonance. The God who wept for you is the same God who now rises to defend you. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all who wait for Him. Isaiah 30:18. The shift you sense isn't the end, it's the sound of deliverance. You are not losing control, you are being carried by divine hands that have already written your next chapter. When heaven cries, hell trembles. When heaven moves, time bends, and when heaven remembers, nothing stays buried. So, breathe, Be still. You are standing in the unfolding of everything that was promised. The shaking isn't punishment, it's proof that the foundations beneath you are being rebuilt on truth. And when the dust settles, it won't be your pain that people see, it will be your purpose. This is that later. The prophecy fulfilled. The tears of God have already fallen, and in their path, justice is blooming. You are not forgotten, you are favored. You are not broken, you are becoming. You are not hidden, you are being revealed. And if your heart is burning as you hear this, it's because your spirit knows it's true. The battle is shifting. The ground is holy. The reversal has begun. Right now, Archangel Michael is not sitting still in the unseen realm. He is moving swiftly, the sound of his wings like thunder rippling through dimensions. His sword burns with divine authority, cutting through every invisible rope that tried to strangle your future. His wings are not decorative, they are defensive, stretched wide over your name, shielding your destiny from being buried in dust and distortion. Have you ever sensed movement in the air around you, as if something unseen was fighting on your behalf? That is heaven's defense in motion. This arrest that is coming is not about punishment, it is about positioning. It's not the collapse of your life, it's the collapse of the structures that tried to contain it. Exposure is real, but you will not be crushed beneath it, you will be lifted by it. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34-18. You have been misunderstood, misrepresented, spoken about but rarely spoken to. People formed opinions without facts, judgments without justice. But heaven never echoed their verdicts. Heaven kept its silence until now, because what is unfolding is not chaos, it is cleansing. Nothing about this moment is random. The spiritual activity surrounding you is not coincidence, it is confirmation. God has been watching, and he has had enough. The false papers, the fake alliances, the secret strategies that carried your name in deceit, he is tearing them up one by one. With every divine tear that falls, truth floods in to replace the lies. Can you feel that quiet reversal, that inner stirring where fear used to live? That's the sound of heaven unsealing your name. You are standing in the middle of a holy interruption. Heaven is breaking into the timeline of earth to declare, "This one is mine, and nothing can chain what I have chosen to free. Touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm." 1 Chronicles 16:22. This is your turning point, not because you have shouted loud enough, but because God has decided to speak for you. He is standing in rooms you have never entered, rewriting the narratives where your voice was silenced. Listen closely. The arrest you will hear about will not end in your ruin. It will mark your rise. This is where pity transforms into awe, where accusation becomes validation. Everything meant to bury you is breaking around you. You are not the victim of this story, you are its revelation. Let that truth settle deep within you. You were never designed to collapse beneath accusation. You were created to rise upon the wings of truth. What the enemy meant for destruction, God is using for demonstration. Your life is about to speak louder than those who tried to silence it. And what is heaven saying through you? That God still shows up for his children, that the cries of the misunderstood still reach his throne, that when injustice gains ground, heaven responds not slowly, but with divine precision. For the Lord loves justice and will not forsake his faithful ones. Psalm 37-28. Even now, Michael's cry reverberates through the spiritual realm. This one belongs to the Lord. No lie, no label, no legal decree, no spiritual attack can undo what God has sealed. Your story isn't collapsing, it's clearing. Your name isn't sinking, it's being lifted. Have you realized that every storm which tried to drown you was secretly washing your foundation clean? The shaking you feel is not instability. It is the sound of the enemy's scaffolding falling apart. This is the holy rumble that precedes revival. And in this revival, you are not a spectator. You are the living proof that God defends, restores, and elevates what others tried to erase. So listen carefully. Do not let fear misinterpret this season. This is not your fault. This is your release. It is not heaven's silence. It is strategic timing, the stillness before divine thunder. God waits until the exact moment to enter the courtroom of human judgment and proclaim, "My child will not be buried under lies." Rate. Heaven cries not from fear, but from love so fierce it refuses to remain silent. You are not being arrested. You are being remembered. You are not being condemned. You are being cleared. The weight you have carried is lifting even now. What looked like trouble will become testimony. Right now, this very second, something sacred is unfolding, a moment not crafted by man but authored by heaven. God is speaking not with thunder or fire, but with tears. Holy, weighty tears that shift the trajectory of your life. Have you ever wondered why the quiet moments make you tremble more than the storms ever did? It's because divine power often arrives disguised as peace. You didn't find this message by accident. You were drawn here because your name is tied to a spiritual shift already underway. There is movement in the unseen. The winds are stirring. Heaven is saying, "Stay strong, my child. Watch what I'm about to do. Don't scroll, don't move." What comes next is not revelation alone, it is rescue. God's voice is cutting through the static of this world, through the noise and the whispers behind your back. His tears are not sorrowful, they are strategic. Every drop carries authority, washing away false accusation, exposing hidden plots, and clearing a path through the wilderness you've walked for far too long. This is not your end, it is your emergence. Something massive is stirring in the spirit, a holy exposure not designed to humiliate, but to liberate. This arrest is not your downfall, it is the end of a campaign against you. It's the moment the weight lifts, the chapter where what was hidden is dragged into the light, not to harm you, but to vindicate you. The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. Even now, those who used your name for their gain are losing their grip. Those who carried lies like torches are watching the flames die out. The Lord is declaring, "My child will not carry the weight of their deceit. My child will rise." And as he speaks, the unseen realm trembles in obedience. Do you feel it, the pull in your chest, the calm beneath the noise? That is heaven touching your soul, whispering truth through every heartbeat. What you are sensing is not coincidence, it is divine alignment. Archangel Michael stands beside you, unseen but powerful, his sword blazing with holy fire, cutting down every invisible trap set against your destiny. This is the moment when the unseen becomes undeniable, when divine justice replaces human judgment. Your name is safe in the mouth of God, your story is protected by angelic hands, and your spirit, though once weary, is being restored to its rightful strength. Be still, chosen one. The shaking is almost over. The exposure is not your undoing, it is your unveiling. The courtroom of heaven has spoken, and the verdict is freedom. You are remembered, you are cleared, you are rising. With his wings wide, Archangel Michael is shielding you from every accusation, every dart, every lie that tried to embed itself into your destiny. His wings are not symbols of beauty, they are instruments of war. Each feather carries the vibration of divine defense, each motion an echo of heaven's decree. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. This isn't just about personal vindication, it's about divine justice. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1-9. Heaven has declared you innocent, where the world tried to declare you guilty, not because you argued your case, but because God himself stepped in and said, "No more." What was plotted in secret is being exposed in light. What was whispered in corners will be shouted down by truth. Those who conspired against you will have no choice but to bow their heads not to you, but before the justice of the Almighty. This is the dawn of reversal. You have walked under weight, asked questions that met only silence, wondered why the pressure grew heavier with every step. But the truth is simple. The pressure was not punishment. It was preparation, the resistance that comes right before the stone cracks and water bursts forth. Could it be that what you called breaking was God's way of opening the shell around your destiny? Now the breaking has begun, not of you, but of the barriers that tried to contain you. When the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard against him. Isaiah 59:19. The tears of God are not weakness, they are weapons. They are waters that soften the soil of your future, so that what betrayal buried can bloom again. Each divine tear falls with purpose, washing away the dust thrown upon your name. And with every tear, the ground beneath you is shifting, cracking open to reveal what heaven always knew. You were never forgotten, never discarded, never abandoned. Conversations, once held behind your back, are about to be revealed before your eyes. Accusations are being dismantled, lies disarmed. Through it all, you will not be destroyed, you will be delivered. This is not chaos, this is calibration. This is the hand of God moving with surgical precision. You endured the silence, now you'll experience the shift. Heaven has already written the outcome. Your enemies will not have the final word, God will. Your name is not etched in shame, it is inscribed in light. What was weaponized against you is now testifying in your favor. The truth is marching forward, and it carries your name upon its banner. For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies, to give you victory. Deuteronomy 20:4. And that victory is closer than you think. Have you noticed the tremor inside your spirit? The quiet certainty beneath your fear? That's not adrenaline, that's recognition. Your soul knows deliverance when it hears it approaching. Don't misinterpret what you're walking through. The shaking isn't a warning, it's a birth. The ground itself is making room for the new thing God is establishing in you. This moment, though unsettling, is holy. Heaven's tears are the final sign that your breakthrough isn't on its way, it's here. What was locked is unlocking, what was stuck is shifting, what was hidden is being pulled into light. Your story will become evidence that when God cries, He moves. You will stand, not because you forced your way through, but because heaven carried you through. This is the moment everything changes, not with thunder, but with tears, not through chaos, but through cleansing. Heaven is not silent, heaven is speaking through weeping. Every drop is a declaration. This one belongs to me. You will not fall, you will not fade, you will not be buried, you will rise, you will shine, and your name will be remembered in heaven and honored on earth. For the Lord loves justice and does not forsake his faithful ones. Psalm 37:28. Don't move, not yet, not when heaven is speaking so clearly. These words are not random, they are revelation. Each sentence is a thread in the fabric of your purpose. Right now, the heavens are leaning close, not to warn of disaster, but to announce release. This moment carries eternal weight, not because of what surrounds you, but because of what is shifting above you. Imagine a symphony tuning before the final movement. Strings tighten, horns hum low, percussion holds its breath. That tension you feel isn't dissonance, it's divine alignment. Soon, the conductor will lift his hand, and what sounded like noise will resolve into harmony. God's tears are tuning the atmosphere around your life. They are recalibrating frequencies of truth, resonating through dimensions to reach your name. When was the last time you let yourself believe that heaven's timing could still be perfect? That even this waiting is a sacred rhythm, not a mistake? Look closely. The winds are shifting, the unseen is reorganizing, the divine order is being restored in your favor. Every false signature is erased, every corrupted record is rewritten. What was whispered as rumor is being rewritten as testimony. The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. So be still, not passive, but peaceful. Stand in reverence, as the courtroom of heaven declares you cleared. The shaking beneath your feet isn't destruction, it's the crumble of chains. The rumble in your soul isn't fear, it's the sound of freedom finding its voice. And when the last tear falls, light will flood every corner once shadowed by accusation. You will breathe easier, you will walk freer. You will know what heaven has been saying all along. You were never on trial, you were on the threshold. The moment has come, heaven has cried, and in those holy tears the verdict is written: innocent, restored, redeemed. Be still, chosen one, the new has already begun. The voice of God is trembling not out of fear, but out of fierce love. His tears are falling not in sorrow, but in power. Power that breaks chains, rewrites false reports, overturns what the enemy hoped to seal. In the unseen, Archangel Michael is moving. His sword, blazing with justice, slices through layers of deception, through contracts and conspiracies, through hidden agendas whispered across tables where you were never invited. But God was there. He heard every word, and now he speaks. This child will not be lost. This child will be lifted. You are not caught in chaos. You are standing at the center of a divine shift. What others meant to use against you has become the very evidence God will use to reveal you. The burden, once pressing your shoulders, is becoming the banner of your breakthrough. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and delivers them. Psalm 34, Sheba. Right now, somewhere beyond sight, a major arrest is unfolding. But this arrest is not meant to take you down, it is meant to raise you up. The lies spoken, the plans formed, the judgments made without your knowledge, each one is unraveling. The same voices that once spoke against you are falling silent. The very people who placed your name in the center of destruction are watching as God clears the air, lifts the fog, and calls you forward. Have you noticed how the atmosphere feels heavier just before dawn? That's not darkness growing stronger, it's light preparing to break through. You were never meant to carry the weight of their falsehood. Heaven has ruled in your favor. If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans 8:31. Archangel Michael is not a passive observer. His wings surround you, deflecting every dart thrown in the dark. His sword has already struck through the web of lies around your name. To others it looks like confusion, but you are standing inside divine clarity. You have asked yourself, why does this feel so heavy? Why is everything shifting so fast? The answer is mercy. God saw what you could not and stepped in, not to warn you of disaster, but to declare, you will not face this alone. This is more than warfare, it is a verdict. And the ruling is final. You are not guilty, you are chosen, protected, elevated, vindicated. The Lord is my defender, he will repay those who do me wrong. 2 Samuel 22:23. What was meant to bind you is now bound itself. What was meant to trap you is locked away. The snares placed in your path have turned on their makers, not because of your strength, but because of his presence. Can you sense that holy reversal, the quiet snap of spiritual chains giving way? God's tears are falling again, not from grief but from love, too fierce to ignore injustice. Each tear carries both healing and authority. They wash the lies from your story, soften the hardened ground of your past, and turn buried promises into resurrected truth. Heaven is not done. God's voice is shaking the foundations of deception, and the final chains are falling. The enemies of your destiny have already lost. Their blueprints are dissolving, even as these words reach your spirit. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Isaiah 60:2. Do not mistake this for emotional comfort. This is legal movement in the spirit realm. The courtroom of heaven has convened, and the judgment is for you, not against you. You will not walk in shame but in vindication. You will not be buried in falsehood but lifted in truth. You will not end in defeat. Your story concludes in victory. What others tried to seal has been unsealed. What they hid is being uncovered. The moment they thought would bury you is the moment God uses to establish you. And make no mistake, your name was written in heaven's design long before it was ever whispered by those who doubted you. This was never about punishment, it was always about revelation. You have kept count of my tossings, put my tears in your bottle. Are they not in your book? Psalm 56:8. God never wasted a tear. Each one is a record, not of your pain, but of your pending turnaround. Right now, gravity itself seems to shift. Heaven's pull is stronger than the weight of accusation. What tried to hold you down is losing its orbit. Could it be that the pressure you feel is not the world collapsing, but heaven expanding around you? The tremors are not warning, they are birth pangs of a new chapter. This moment is not the beginning of the end. It is the start of a reversal so complete that even your enemies will marvel. And when all is finished, your testimony will not be survival. It will be evidence that God still speaks, still moves, still defends his own. What was meant to break you has built you. What was meant to end you has equipped you. You are the living verdict of divine justice. You are the sentence of grace pronounced upon a weary world, innocent, redeemed, chosen. So stand still in the tremble of his love, and listen, heaven is no longer silent, it is singing your release. What was planned to silence you is amplifying your voice. The tears you shed in secret have been collected, counted, answered. Heaven heard them all, and now heaven is crying with you. Not in grief, but in glory. Stay right here, don't move. What is happening is not mere encouragement, it is the execution of a divine plan that has been in motion longer than your memory. Your release has been written, your name has been cleared. Your story is shifting, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. This is not your downfall, it is your unveiling. It is freedom forged in the furnace of truth. Heaven's cry is the sound of destiny rising. Every move from above declares one unstoppable reality. You are not forgotten. No matter how fierce the storm, no matter how many voices tried to stain your name, God still sees you wrapped in light. His memory does not fade. Your identity has never been misplaced. You are known, you are loved, you are chosen right now, in the unseen. A divine reversal is unfolding, not against you, but against what has opposed you. Heaven has already ruled. The earth is simply catching up. Have you felt time itself slow around you, as if the invisible were rearranging the visible? That is the echo of heaven's verdict, rippling through creation. Decisions have been signed above that will soon manifest below. The silence you endured is about to be shattered by the roar of divine justice. Your name passed carelessly in conversations that never had your consent, tethered to stories you never authored, is about to be redeemed. God speaks. My child will not be framed by lies. My child will stand when others fall. My child's story will become the proof of my glory. Those who plotted in shadows are walking into their own snares. Those who whispered behind doors are tasting the bitterness of their deceit. This is not vengeance, this is vindication. Archangel Michael is not a distant spectator. He is in motion, wings ablaze, sword alive with justice, cutting through layers of darkness that once cloaked your name. His steps crash like thunder as he clears your path. He was sent because heaven saw the weight you carried, the shame, the confusion, the silent exhaustion of being misunderstood. But the shift is here. Chains are snapping mid-air. Doors swing open without keys. Light pours into corners where falsehood once hid. Stay with this moment. It is not just a message, it is revelation. God weeps not from weakness, but from love, too strong to watch his child bear shame that never belonged to them. His tears cleanse your record, rewriting your story in heaven's ink. What is being sealed over you now is not a sentence of sorrow, but a covenant of favor. The Lord is righteous. He has cut me free from the cords of the wicked. Psalm 124. When the moment of exposure arrives and truth walks into daylight, you will understand. This was never punishment. It was liberation. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. Psalm 18:19. The Lord has judged your situation, and his ruling is mercy. Have you ever realized that divine mercy often looks like chaos before it becomes clarity? God is shouting now louder than your doubts, louder than every label, louder than the echoes of your past. For the Lord will go before you, and the God of Israel will be your rear guard. Isaiah 52:12. Stay, believe, watch what he is about to do. These tears, his tears, are rewriting everything. Archangel Michael's voice resounds through eternity. No chain will hold you, no lie will bury you. This child will rise. Heaven's decree has already gone forth. You are standing in the vibration of divine victory. Can you feel it, the weight lifting from your chest, the stillness settling after the storm? That peace is not silence, it is authority. This moment will shake you, not in fear, but in awe. You will finally know that heaven never left your side. The same presence that guarded your nights now announces your dawn. Wait, don't blink. The final act is unfolding, and your spirit was summoned to witness it. You were drawn into this divine second because it bears your name etched across eternity, glowing in the ink of grace. Heaven speaks, the earth listens, and creation pauses to watch the unveiling of God's chosen. The verdict has been read, innocent, redeemed, revealed. Heaven has aligned time, space, and breath so that you could hear this. My child, you will not be destroyed, you will be delivered. The arrest is not coming, it has already begun. And you, the one called and marked, were not drawn into this for disgrace but for grace. Your name is being spoken in the very places that once carried schemes, and heaven has declared, this name is mine, this life is mine, this destiny cannot be stolen. Hades. Those who set the trap are tangled in their own designs. Those who pushed you down are slipping into their own pit. The shaking you feel is not destruction, it is God overturning tables in your favor. Have you felt that trembling beneath your peace, that vibration that almost sounds like fear? It isn't fear, it's freedom preparing to speak. Heaven's warrior cries too, but not in grief. His cry is a war cry, a sound that splits the veil of the unseen. It shakes the dark and thunders one verdict. No hand will touch you, no accusation will bury you, no lie will define you. Archangel Michael's wings blaze, forming a barrier that darkness cannot cross. His sword has already severed the final thread of deception. You are not waiting to be set free, you are free. You, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light. Psalm 18:28. The arrest is not yours, it is theirs. Your part in this story is not destruction, but testimony. Heaven has made you the living stage on which divine justice is displayed, not because you were strong enough, but because God was merciful enough. He cries because he knows the nights no one saw, the prayers whispered through clenched jaws and tired faith. His tears are not pity, they are power, liquid authority spoken in light. Every drop carries verdict. Every tear is heaven's final word over your life. My child, you will rise, you will shine, you will walk out of this in glory. And when the dust settles, when the world finally sees what heaven already knew, they will not see a victim, they will see a vessel of power, redemption, and truth. The God of all grace, after you have suffered a little while, will himself restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast. 1 Peter 5:10. Let that settle in your soul. You are already standing inside victory. The proof of deliverance is not the absence of battle, it is the presence of the God who fought for you. You have not been overlooked. You have not been cast aside. Even in silence, you were surrounded. When did silence begin to feel like safety instead of punishment? That shift was the first sign of protection taking form. Now, heaven is speaking around you, through you, for you. This was never the enemy's final act. It was heaven's stage being set, the curtain lifting on revelation. Chains are broken. Your name glows again. So let this truth sink deep. What you are hearing is not hype or coincidence. It is orchestration. Every word, every line that stirred your spirit was heaven calling your name. This message was written with your identity sealed inside it, not to alarm you, but to awaken you. You didn't stumble here. You were summoned, chosen, drawn, because this is your moment of release. What the enemy designed to break you, God is using to build you. What was hidden in secret is being revealed in truth. The arrest, the divine intervention, has already begun. And it isn't about your downfall. It's about the dismantling of every false system that tried to define your worth. Heaven is overturning verdicts written without your voice, decisions made without your presence, lies spoken without consequence. The Lord is righteous. He has cut me free from the cords of the wicked. Psalm 129:4. But now God has said, enough. When God speaks, every hidden thing comes into light, every chain begins to crack, and every plot collapses beneath the weight of his justice. Can you feel the air clearing around you, as though the atmosphere itself were exhaling relief? That's creation, agreeing with heaven's decree. The arrest is complete, the sentence reversed, the prisoner set free. This is the moment where grace stands taller than guilt, where mercy outweighs memory, where love rewrites the record. You are walking out of this, not as the accused, but as the appointed. The courtroom of heaven has spoken. The verdict is eternal, free, favored, forgiven, fortified. Be still, chosen one. The war cry has ended, the peace remains. Heaven has aligned time, space, and breath, and your name is safe in the sound of God's voice. Heaven has not been silent. It has been watching, weeping, and working, and now, through his tears, God has sealed your victory. The tears he shed were never weakness, but stamps of divine authority. Each one split the skies, shook unseen realms, and released angels carrying your name. Archangel Michael hasn't stood still either. His voice has roared with justice, his wings have shielded you in the fire, and his sword has cut through cords of deception that tried to blind your path. Heaven is no longer merely observing, it is intervening, and you, chosen soul, are the living evidence of its movement. So, what now, when heaven has already cried your name into victory? You walk differently, you live deliberately, you stay steady, stay clean, stay close to the one who fought for you. The temptation will whisper for you to fight in your own strength, to prove yourself to those who never cared to understand, but let go of that burden. The same God who said, "You, Lord, keep my lamp burning, my God turns my darkness into light," also teaches that silence can speak louder than self-defense. Stop rehearsing betrayal and start rehearsing the promises that were whispered into your bones. When morning comes, breathe and ask, "Lord, what do you want to reveal through me today?" Because that question itself is an act of alignment. Walk in humility, but do not confuse it with timidity. Confidence anchored in grace is humility perfected. Forgive even when apology never arrives. Obey even when obedience costs you comfort. For the evidence of vindication is already unfolding in dimensions your eyes have yet to see. Live as one who has been set free. Be kind where bitterness once ruled. Serve where hiding once felt safe. Worship not because you feel strong, but because God has already finished what you feared was falling apart. This isn't a message meant to excite emotions. It's a command to reposition your spirit. The cry of heaven has been your confirmation. You are not buried. You are planted. You are not punished. You are being prepared. You are not collapsing. You are being crowned. And perhaps what has pressed hardest against you was never meant to suffocate, but to nourish the roots of something eternal. You were never meant to miss this moment. You were chosen to hear it. Heaven itself wanted you to know this is your hour of release. Lies are being arrested, truth revealed, destinies unlocked. And even if the shaking around you feels violent, remember what was written. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. So, stay in faith, stay obedient, stay watchful. What comes next will not break you, it will build you. The storm that once terrified you is now the very wind carrying you toward the promise. The process may be stretching, but every crack in the soil is proof that resurrection has already started to breathe beneath your feet. Heaven has already signed your restoration. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead is now animating your every step, and the promise remains true that He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. What if the trembling you feel is not fear, but your spirit adjusting to expansion? You are walking out of what once confined you, and every beat of your heart now echoes heaven's rhythm. God's tears have sealed your victory. Michael's cry has declared your triumph, and what once looked like ashes is revealing its gold. You are not forgotten, you are being commissioned. The trembling that once felt like breaking is now holy energy pulsing through purpose. So, walk like one who carries heaven's signature. Speak peace into places that once provoked pain. Forgive quickly, move humbly, shine quietly. Let your posture become prophecy. For even in ordinary moments, heaven is listening for how the redeemed walk among the living. The God who has gone before you is also the one standing behind you. For the Lord will go before you, and the God of Israel will be your rear guard. You are surrounded, protected, and seen. The same hands that held you through the darkness now release you into daylight. This is not the end of you, it is the beginning of everything. Heaven has paused the noise of eternity to speak this directly into your timeline. Time, space, and breath have converged for your awakening. What felt like waiting was alignment. What felt like silence was strategy. What looked like delay was divine choreography. And as you exhale now, know that heaven exhales with you, the rhythm of Creator and creation moving as one. Rise, chosen one. The verdict has already been spoken. You are free, favored, forgiven, and fortified. Let your next step be your amen. Before we end this moment of revelation, I want to lead you into a sacred space of prayer. This isn't a casual prayer, it is a divine transaction, a meeting point between the eternal and the fragile. A spiritual shift is already underway, and what you speak now becomes your agreement with heaven. Every breath you take from this moment forward is not ordinary air, it is divine exchange, spirit meeting spirit. Heaven bends low when a heart finally says, yes. Father God, right now I step into your presence with open hands and a trembling heart. I know this is not an ordinary moment. This is holy ground, a place where heaven and earth touch for just a breath. You have been calling me, drawing me closer through every word I've heard, every line that stirred something ancient inside me, and now I respond. You are the God who sees in secret and speaks in power, the one who bottles every tear and records every sigh. And yet, you are also the one who whispers softly enough for even the broken to understand. In your gaze, I remember who I am and who I've always been. Yours. I thank you, Lord, for your tears, tears that are not sorrow, but warfare. Each drop breaks a chain I did not even know existed. Each sound of your voice moves through dimensions just to reach this fragile moment of my surrender. These tears are not weakness, they are proof of a love fierce enough to fight for what it formed. When you weep, heaven moves, angels rise, and destiny rewrites itself around mercy. Through those tears, I am reminded that even pain is not wasted, it becomes prophecy. I declare that I am not forgotten, my name is not erased, and my story is not over. You, O God, have written my name in light, carved it into eternity, and no darkness can ever steal it again. The lies of man fade like mist under the sunrise of your truth. My worth is not defined by accusation, but by adoption. When you call me child, every false label falls silent. My identity was never lost. It was simply waiting for the right season to be revealed. I come against every false accusation, every whisper of shame, every plan spoken behind my back. In the mighty name of Jesus, I declare them null and void. I receive the covering of your angels. And I thank you that Archangel Michael moves on my behalf right now, with flaming sword and blazing wings cutting through every spiritual contract not authored by you. Every curse, every lie, every weight placed on my name by human hands is being destroyed. You have said, "This child will not carry the weight of what others did. This child will rise." And I believe you, Father, with everything in me. For when you speak, the echo becomes creation itself, and when you move, justice bends toward your children. So I release the shame, I release the bitterness, I let go of the questions I can't answer and the pain I've been afraid to name. You saw it all the nights I could not speak, the tears that fell unseen, the silent battles between faith and exhaustion. Yet, even there, you were nearer than my breath. Through your tears, the healing has already begun, moving like warm oil through the fractures of my soul. Redeem the silence, Lord, redeem the rejection. Let even the memory of pain become seed for compassion, that I may love deeper because of what once broke me. Use the very weapons formed against me to elevate me, to position me, and to make my life the living proof of your power. What they meant to bury will bloom, what they used to bind will now build. Let my scars become scripture, my survival become song, and as I rise, let every step testify, not to my strength but to yours. Let my breath become worship, and my wounds become wisdom. I speak Isaiah 41:10 over my life, not as a verse, but as a vow. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Let these words sink deeper than fear, reshaping my thoughts until courage feels like home. Sing over me now, Lord. Rejoice over what you are doing within me, for if you are rejoicing, who am I to mourn? I may not see it yet, but faith does not wait for evidence. It builds its home in unseen ground. The arrest that is taking place in the Spirit is not my downfall, it is my deliverance. Father, I choose freedom, I choose truth, I choose to trust that even now rooms are shifting, documents are being rewritten, and justice is aligning with my name. Your timing is never late, it is deliberate. Even the pauses are divine punctuation in the sentence of my destiny. And as I wait, I will worship. As I watch, I will believe. As I listen, I will obey. Because you have cried for me, and your tears have become my breakthrough. When heaven cries, history changes. This is my moment of divine reversal. I claim it, I stand in it, and I declare it sealed, now and forever, in the powerful name of Jesus. Let the heavens record it, and the earth confirm it. Let every shadow know its time is done, and let every light recognize its new assignment to shine through me. This prayer is not an ending, it is an activation. My Amen is my awakening. Amen. And now, beloved child of light, we stand at the closing of this revelation, the final page of a story that was never truly about ending, but about awakening. From the first whisper of heaven's cry to this very moment, something in you has been shifting. Maybe you didn't see it, but you felt it in the quiet hours, in the trembling of your spirit, in that subtle knowing that what was breaking wasn't meant to destroy you, but to release what had been buried too long. Every word spoken in this series, every verse that found its way into your heart, has been heaven's way of calling you back to remembrance. Because you were never ordinary, you were never random. You were chosen before time was measured, marked before breath was given, and loved before the first sunrise. The story of the chosen ones has never been about perfection. It has always been about purpose. It's about the fire that refines, the storm that realigns, and the voice that whispers, "Still, I am with you." You have walked through darkness thinking it was punishment, but now you know it was preparation. Every delay was design, every heartbreak was holy ground, every tear was a key unlocking what no human could. And now, heaven speaks one more time. Rise. Rise from the ashes of misunderstanding. Rise from the ruins of old identities. Rise from the noise of this world and stand as one who knows that divine favor has already been signed over your life. You are not waiting for restoration, you are walking in it. If you have felt the weight of this message, if something inside you has awakened, then know this: that was heaven speaking directly to you. That stirring wasn't emotion, it was alignment. You've been brought here for a reason. Out of billions of voices, your spirit was drawn to this one. That is not coincidence. That is calling. So, as we close this journey, I want to remind you, your story is still being written by the author who never makes mistakes. And even now, as you listen, your name is being whispered in places your feet haven't walked yet. Doors are aligning, paths are clearing, angels are still in motion. The work isn't over, it's only begun in you. Let this not be the end of what you've heard, but the beginning of what you will live. Carry this revelation into your daily moments. Let your choices echo heaven's truth. Walk with compassion, speak with conviction, and remember, you are a vessel of divine justice and mercy. Every conversation, every act of kindness, every quiet prayer, they are all ripples of the awakening you carry now. And if these words have found a home in your spirit, I invite you to join the movement of light that heaven is building through this space. Like this message, if it touched you, share it with someone who needs to remember that God still moves, still defends, still delivers. Leave a comment below, not just to engage, but to bear witness. Tell your story. Write what you felt. Because testimonies are seeds, and when you speak yours, you give another soul permission to heal. If this message has blessed you, and you feel led to give through super thanks or any form of support, know this: your generosity isn't measured by amount, but by alignment. Whether you give or simply stay and listen, I honor you. Every prayer, every view, every moment you've spent here is part of a sacred exchange between heaven and your heart. And I am deeply grateful that you chose to spend this time in the presence of divine revelation. This space was never about entertainment, it was about encounter. You didn't just watch a video, you participated in prophecy. You entered a moment written before time and awakened to what was always yours. You have seen how heaven moves through storms, through silence, through tears, until purpose stands clear. And now, as this message draws to a close, I speak blessing over you not as mere words, but as wind. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. May his angels go before you and his presence walk beside you. May every night that once held fear become a canvas of rest. May your mornings break with clarity and courage. May you remember that you are never walking alone, not one step, not one breath, not one battle. To every listener across nations, to every heart that tuned in seeking hope, healing, or confirmation, thank you. Thank you for being here, for believing again, for letting heaven speak through silence. You are part of a community that transcends borders and language, a gathering of souls remembering who they are and whose they are. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe, not for numbers, but for connection, because what we are building here is more than content, it is covenant. Each new message is another chapter in the unfolding story of the chosen ones, those who refuse to be defined by defeat, those who rise again, those who walk in truth when the world prefers illusion. And as you go, may this final truth take root in you. Heaven has not finished speaking. You will hear it in small things, in the way light filters through your window, in the stillness between your prayers, in the gentle nudge that reminds you you're exactly where you're meant to be. Every moment after this is a continuation of this revelation. So walk with grace, speak with faith, love without fear. And when doubt whispers, remember what heaven already shouted: you are chosen, you are free, you are seen, you are loved. May peace settle on your home, may joy return to your spirit, and may the presence of God guard your days ahead. Thank you for watching, thank you for believing, thank you for being part of this divine movement of light. Until we meet again, stay steadfast, stay radiant, and stay ready. Heaven is not done with you yet. Amen.